You're watching The Amazing Atheist, the happiest man on all of planet Earth. Yeah! Why am I happy? I'm not happy, actually, because Newser.com, which, by the way, is a horrible, horrible name for a news website, because it rhymes with loser. But I guess maybe it was intentional. You know, now that I think about it, it must be like a play on words, like, because we're losers and all we do is read the news, so it makes sense. Anyway, it's a horrible name. But that's just a tangential interjection of little relevance that I've spent far too much time on. Newser.com is reporting that children's gun deaths have risen 60% in a decade, okay? Two doctors did a study based on data collected from 1997 to 2009 and discovered that kids hospitalized with gunshot wounds rose from 4,270 to 7,730, and deaths rose from 317 to 503. Bang! You're dead! I'm not anti-gun, you know, I'm not. I don't think banning guns or even heavily regulating guns could work in America like it has in other countries. And I think that if you're not from America, you don't really understand how gun culture is here. 43% of American households polled say that they have guns in their homes. 43% of American households have guns by their own admission. We don't actually know. The number is probably higher than 43% because not everyone who has a gun is going to admit that they have a gun. Those are just the people who admitted they have guns in their homes. All right? So it's probably about half the country, maybe even a little more than half of the country is armed. And you know what? When half of your country is doing something, and most of them, the vast majority of them, are doing it responsibly, you don't crack down on them, you don't persecute them. You know, I don't like it when people pass laws against things that I do in my own home that are no one else's business but mine, because they don't affect anyone other than me. You know, I don't like those kind of laws, so why would I try to pass one on someone else? I mean, I don't understand guns. I don't give a fuck about guns. I've never fired a gun. I never have any urge to fire a gun. They're just not that fucking interesting. Honestly, swords were cooler. I wish we'd have stuck with those. Because then at least if you kill someone, you gotta be up close and you look them in the fucking eyes as they die! Anyway, but you know, these gun owners, I gotta say, some of them can be a hard-headed bunch. Not all gun owners are a hard-headed bunch, but some of them definitely fucking are. It's like you tell these guys, like, okay. You can have guns, but maybe we could at least have, like, a gun registry where we track the guns that are out there. Kind of the same way we track cars. By making people register their vehicle, we make them register their weapon as well. And these gun nuts are like, what? You talking about fascism? That's the end of America. We allow that to happen. You might as well just take the Bill of Rights and burn it. So you sit there like, okay. I never see these fucking people giving, like, they got this big old boner for, like, the fucking Constitution and Bill of Rights and shit when it's the Second Amendment, but then every other amendment you can just piss on. You can totally curtail First Amendment rights, which are more important than Second Amendment rights when it comes to preserving our freedom. But they don't give a fuck about that. But all of a sudden, if you want to take anything, it's not even just like being afraid of their guns getting taken away. They're afraid of any sort of government or societal pressure to alter their behavior when it comes to guns in any way. They don't want guns registered. They don't want limitations on the accessories they can buy for their guns, including those extended magazines that were used in all those fucking shootings. They don't want an assault rifle ban. They don't want anyone limiting the amount of guns they can own or buy in a certain month. They want no legislation whatsoever. They want not even the slightest fucking hint of gun control. They think that if they want a gun, they should be able to have it, even if it's like a fucking bazooka that can blow up a fucking tank. They're like, I need this for home defense, because what about burglars? And then, you know, and secretly with all their friends, they're like, you know, when the government goes crazy and comes after us, I got this fucking bazooka. You know, whereas the government, what do they got? Except for, you know, highly militarized police SWAT teams capable of easily killing you whether you have a gun or not. That's what they got. And most of these kids who get shot, by the way, are shot at home, they're shot accidentally, and they're shot with handguns. And you tell these gun people, like, well, maybe the kids shouldn't have guns, or maybe you should do a little bit better of a job keeping your kids separate from the guns. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't want my boy to grow up and be no pussy queer faggot. Like, well, would you rather he not grow up at all? I can't believe little Jethro is dead. Who'd have thought anything bad could happen from giving a toddler an M16? Look, I joke, but it is a serious situation. Look, not all gun owners, but gun nuts specifically, have closed themselves off to any sort of reasonable persuasion. They won't entertain any argument that has anything to do with controlling or regulating their guns in any way, even if you totally remove banning guns from the discussion. Like, we're not going to ban guns, we're not going to ban assault rifles, we're not going to ban any of these fucking, extended magazines, we're not going to ban any of that. All we just want to talk about a registry and maybe some tougher fucking guidelines for who can buy a gun, and they fucking, no. They're like Gandalf, you shall not pass! They don't want anything. No legislation. Zero. Zip. Compromise is a dirty fucking word to these people. Hey guys, what good would an Amazing Atheist video be if I wasn't trying to shill something? Today, it's my book, The Douchebag Bible. And you can see that if you order it, you get it personalized. If you order the personalized edition, I think the personalized edition is the only one that's available at this point, but I personalize it, and then also, I'm pretty like, I try to like do like good stuff on the inside. I don't know if you see that. Yeah. So I try to be like pretty good. I mean, I try to put a little bit of effort into the personalizations, so it's not just like, yeah, write my name and just, here you go.